Hey, Johnny Wonder here, golfwrx.com. I am here with 2017 Masters champion, father, husband, everything else, Sergio Garcia. Sergio, it's nice to meet you. You know, you were with TaylorMade forever. Now you're with Callaway. You actually had a really, kind of a sneaky good year last year with everything else that happened in your life. You hit the ball really well. So obviously the transition into the new equipment was a good one. Talk to me a little bit about working with Callaway, getting into the new stuff, even last year. What's that relationship been like early on? It's a year into it now, right?
Yeah, no, it's been great. I mean, everyone at Callaway, they've been amazing. They made the transition as easy as possible. Obviously, like you said, after being with another company for 15 years, it's not easy to go to a new equipment. But when the equipment is this good, it makes it easier. And the people themselves, they made it easier. They made us feel, not only myself but my family, my team, everyone around me. They made us feel like at home from day one. And that obviously makes things a lot easier. But great product. Like you said, it was a good solid first year to start with a couple of wins with the Ryder Cup and not only winning the Ryder Cup but the record and everything. So very proud to be able to give back to Callaway some of the trust that they put in me. Right.
So let's start at the top of your bag. So you're in the Epic Flash Sub-Zero now. Looks like you've lofted up a little bit with your driver.
Not really. When I was last year when I was playing the Rogue, I was playing 10 degrees. Since the last 4 or 5 years, when all the drivers with the mix of the ball and the driver, they went up a little bit of loft.
Right.
I've been between 9.5 and 10 degrees, 10. Maybe just under 10.5. So this one is obviously it's 10.4. The dial down is probably like a 9.7.
Okay.
Like that. So it's right in the same range.
And you're in the same shaft. I want to ask you a question about your shaft, the way you configure your shaft, because you've always been same weight across the board. You went like Diamante Blue Board 103. Driver 315, and you went under the Crow Cop. What is that for you? Why do you do it that way?
Well, I feel like, I don't know, I might be wrong, but I feel like if one shaft is working for me in the driver, it should work on the 315. Okay. Because I like it. I like it to be consistent throughout.
Apex pitching.
So my feel with my swing is the same with all the clubs, with all the woods in this case. So so I went to the Mitsubishi Chemical Tensei, the blue one, at the middle of the year in Greensboro last year, and I really liked it. I tried the orange one, but with the counterbalance that I have and an extra counterbalance that Dash has.
I was going to ask you about that.
It was it kind of felt like a little bit too much. I couldn't get what I wanted out of it. But since I went to the blue one, it felt much better right away. So I've been very happy with it since then.
And you're still counterbalancing all your clubs?
Yes.
Okay. And you've been doing that since you were a kid, right? I mean, for a long time.
Not since I was a kid, but I think probably since 2006, I want to say.
Okay,
like
not
that.
quite a kid.
Yeah.
A young man. Okay.
A young man. Yeah. Let's call it that.
Let's go with that. Talk about the irons a little bit. You were in sort of a mixed set when you first signed with Callaway. You had cavity back longer irons, and now you've gone to the full set of the muscle backs. Is it course specific when you change out the longer irons, or is it just kind of how you wake up?
Yeah, it's just a feel thing. I like. I wasn't happy with the Apex Pros 3 and 4 iron, but I felt like I'm very much, when it comes onto my irons, I like them to be as much on set as possible, and those ones had a little bit of offset, so I was going from onset everywhere to offset, and it was making me kind of miss a good amount of shots left because of that. So I went back to the MBs on 3 and 4. They felt very good. I like the fly that I was getting, and I'm still able to hit up in the air quite nicely. So I thought that I wanted to kind of keep the consistency.
And you've, obviously stayed in the same shaft now. I think for 4 or 5 years you're in the Nippon Tour X 130. What is it about that golf shaft that's good for you?
It just feels consistent. It feels comfortable. It feels like I can swing the way I want to with it. It feels like it stays within my swing.
Right.
So I get a good flight on it. I can hit the ball high if I want to, but I can really drill it into the wind. So I felt like with other shafts, maybe with like a rifle or something like that, I struggle a little bit more with that. Maybe the ball seems to climb up a little bit more, so it's a little bit harder for me to hit my knockdown shots and stuff like that. So that's pretty much been the main reason.
Well, that's funny that you say that because Henrik Stenson, who plays the same shaft, which I think is a little lighter than yours, but said the same thing as he likes it because he can beat down on it and he's not worried about the ball going up. He can drill it and hit it low if he wants to. Okay, the wedges, obviously now you're working with Roger Cleveland, you have access to a genius, kind of thing here. 54, 58 in the Mac Daddy 4s.
52.
Okay, I was going to ask you about that. Okay, so this is 52, 58. Why don't you just go to a 52? Is it just for bounce reasons?
Yeah, I think not so much bounce reasons, but same thing we were talking about earlier. 54. You bend it to 52, and it kind of it kind of takes a little bit of that offset off. So it looks better when I put it down. It's pretty much what I've been doing my whole career. So I did try some 52s and stuff, and they were okay, but they weren't quite feeling the same way. So so that's obviously what I'm comfortable with, and what I've been doing.
And what kind of grind are you doing on it? So it's a C grind, but do you do anything extra on your lob wedge?
A tiny bit. Usually I do a little bit of a inside heel kind of grind. Okay.
And you do that yourself, don't you? You like to get in there yourself and move it around, right?
Yeah, it's mainly so when I open the face, the heel doesn't stick out. So it feels like you can open the face quite a lot, and you're not afraid of that heel sticking out and catching the ball. So it's more than anything a look.
And then as far as the golf ball is concerned, how was it transitioning into the Callaway golf ball?
It was a lot easier than I thought.
That's always the thing, right? The golf ball is always a big one.
And I think clubs and stuff, it seems to be a little bit easier. Callaway is making their equipment, so it's easy to go to that. But then the golf ball is what usually kind of always puts a little bit of a stopper and not knowing if it's going to react the way you want it or things like that. So, but fortunately for me, I tried the plus at the beginning of the year. I won with it in Singapore and I did well, but I felt like I was losing a little bit of oomph with the driver. So I went to the Chrome X towards the middle of the year, and it felt really good. And I haven't missed what I had before, so that's obviously a great compliment for Callaway and the ball.
Okay, so final question. We'll leave the putter alone. Looks like you're covering that up for probably something special. Well, good luck to you. Obviously, this in the coming season. Good luck with the baby and the marriage and everything else. Thank you for taking the time. I appreciate it. Sergio Garcia, golfwrx.com. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.